It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and we've got another French strong ale to show you. This one's 10% ABV, and it was kindly sent by Robert and his family when they went on holiday to France. They brought me back some beers, and I thought, that's lovely, that's really lovely. So hello to Robert and his family. This is a beer blonde called Karlsquell, premium quality. But the thing that I always fear about beers like this is that the biggest thing about this can, the way that it looks, the branding, the marketing, is the 10% ABV. So this has been brewed for, I'm going to just come out and say it, let's just be honest here. This has been brewed for the people who go into a shop and they go, oh, where's the strongest beer? Quick fix, job done. I suppose if that's that, well, that is the way of the world, isn't it? If that's how some people like to drink, that's how some people like to drink. It's not for me to kind of question people drinking 10% ABV strong beers all day long. Funny enough, I was on a train yesterday. Sun had been out all day. I was going to play snooker, and I got off the train, and I was about to go up a staircase to get off the platform, and a guy, he had a can of Samagal in one hand, and he kind of staggered along, and he missed the handrail to go up the stairs. So what he wanted to do is like pirouette around this staircase. He put his hand out, thought he grabbed it, missed it, but he started to turn, and he dipped his shoulder, and he nearly fell into the blooming tracks. Nearly, like, he did one of them kind of running things to stop himself. The sun comes out, these things happen, don't they? But yeah, I mean, this has been brewed for people who like to drink 10% beers in the sunshine, probably. Can after can of the stuff. 500ml, let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. Using a tulip glass for this one. Lots of carbonation. It's the same vein, isn't it, as elephant beer. Carlsberg's elephant beer. Carlsberg Super, is this Super? Carlsberg Tennant Super, Carlsberg Super, Kestrel Super. What are the other ones? Yeah, you know where I'm going with this. Some of the Polish ones. There's some big Polish 9-10. Is it Karpacki? Karpacki Extra Strong. There's also the OJ beers, the Orange Boom type beers. They brew some strong ones. This is the same vein. One finger white head, lots of carbonation. I have chilled this one down. It'll be a struggle otherwise. Lots of carbonation, amber in colour. Let's get the aroma on the beer then. A little bit of sweetness. To be fair to the beer, there's a little bit of a blonde aspect to it. Maybe they've used some Belgian yeast in this can. There's definitely a touch of Belgian blonde about it. You can hear that kind of, I don't know where the microphone is on an iPhone. But you can hear that kind of aggressive carbonation. Little bit of a kind of a chemical, like maybe some syrups or something like that. You're definitely getting the 10% ABV. You can smell the 10% alcohol by volume here. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. I mean, I've had worse. Hissy, fizzy, aggressive carbonation. It's not a nice kind of, it's not a super nice mouthfeel. It's aggressive. It's kind of in your face. It's also warming. I can feel that kind of, that 10% ABV. I can feel the beer kind of warming the inside of my cheeks, my throat, down to the pit of my stomach. If this was an imperial stout right now, or a barley wine, or something of real good quality, I would be concentrating on all those lovely roasted malt flavours and the malt flavours from the barley wine, and it would be fantastic. And you kind of lose sense of that 10% ABV then, or whatever the beer is, because it's well balanced, because there's lots of flavour. You're concentrating on something else. You're not concentrating on that kind of like, this is a lot of feeling what's going on here with this beer. Aggressive carbonation's a feeling. The warmth from the alcohol, again, a feeling. There's a lot of more feelings than actual flavours, if that makes sense for this one. But I've definitely had worse. I've definitely had worse. It might be 100% old malt, actually. It might be an old malt lager at 10% ABV. It is a bit biscuity and bready, and there's a little bit of sweetness in there. Notice I'm taking little sips. It's not a beer you want to have a big mouthful and go, oh, you know, that was blooming cracking. Bitter on the back end. So sweet over here, bitter on the back end. It's when we're talking hot bitterness here, it's not like nice soft fruits or grapefruit or passion fruit or mango, or even like stinging nettle. It's just a bit of an aggressive bitterness on the back end. So again, bitterness is a kind of like, yeah, it's a flavour, but it's also a feeling, because you're screwing your eyeballs up a little bit. So this one's not for the faint-hearted. This one is a... Do I just come out with it? It's a bit of a park bench beer. It's a bit of a park bench beer. It's maybe you've had a few in the afternoon, and you know, you've had a bit of a rough day, and you just want one good night sweetheart type beer, you know, just to kind of knock yourself out. And this would definitely do the job, especially if you drank it quickly. For me, it's not why I drink beer. I don't drink beer although I quite like being tipsy. Who doesn't? I'm not going to stand here and pretend I don't like being a bit tipsy. It's quite a nice feeling, actually, for the first hour. And then it kind of very quickly goes the other way, doesn't it? You start to feel a bit groggy and tired and whatnot. So I don't mind being tipsy, but I don't drink for that. I drink for flavour. I want to drink something like this Keller beer, you know. I want to taste all of the wonderful flavours from this Keller beer from Denmark, or maybe this Kaleidoscope India Pale Ale. You know, I want to get all of those lovely kind of hop flavours in my mouth. I don't drink beer for that. You know, it's not pleasant, is it? It's not pleasant. The aggressive carbonation, the 10% ABV, just raw alcohol, not much flavour going on, bit of a raw bitterness on the back end. The word is raw. It's raw. It's a raw beer. And again, there's not much to be said about this. Brewed in Strasbourg by St. Omer in France. Hops, hop extract, and that's our malt, and that's about it really. 10%, 500ml can. Gonna rate it, yeah, a bit of a poor one. This bit of a poor one. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.